Your Country 1039 KGRD. That is Warren Zeters and Pretty Little Poison.
Time now for the question of the day.
Yes, it is time for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. Fresh produce, bread, meat, honey, food trucks, handmade art, music, and more every Saturday and Wednesday, 8:30, 1 o'clock, downtown Las Cruces. And our question of the day for today, well, let me ask you a question. How much of a pay cut would you take up for the better quality of life? Yeah, that is basically our question of the day because Ford, the big car company, commissioned a study to find out exactly that. And it turns out more than half of employed people globally would give up 20% of their salary for a better work-life balance right there. Millennials be the most likely to do it at about 60%. They said they would take less money. There's even more Gen Zers more than Gen Zers at 56%. And of course, Gen Xers about 43%, and just 32% of baby boomers would take pay cut for a better quality of life. So my question for you is, how much of a pay cut would you take for a better quality of life, a better work-life balance? You take less money at work and being able to spend more time with your family. Now, I am a documented workaholic. I work a lot. And so, but it's one of those things because I consider my work family really cool to hang around with for the most part. And, every once in a while. But yeah, I like everybody I work with. So I feel like it's a pretty good, little balance right there. And when I do get the opportunities to go home, most of my family is out of town. And when I get the opportunity to hang out with friends and family, it's always a fun thing to do. So like I said, I'm a documented workaholic, so I would probably kind of stick with the way things were. I wish I had a little bit more extra cash, in fact, to make some of my time with my friends and family a little bit more fun. But what about you? Once again, our question for the day, how much of a pay cut would you take if it actually meant a better quality of life, being able to hang out with friends and family just a little bit more? That is our question of the day. Go ahead and let me know your answers. 575-523-KGRT. That's 575-523-5478. And absolutely. Call in or text in at that number. Just got a text that 50% work for myself. Well, when you are your own boss, you really do have a little bit more control over it. I've been there, done that one, and it's actually kind of cool when you get to do that. Well, once again, go ahead and let me know your answers for question of the day. As you know, we are live on our social media pages as well, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and you can go ahead and leave comments in our comment section there. In fact, we do a little extra online here in GSX. So once again, let me know your answers for our question of the day. How much of a pay cut would you take for a better quality of life? 10%, 20%, 50%? Let me know your answers for our question of the day. All right, exclusively up on our social media pages. We are good on all of that. And it is a quality of life type of thing because there's always that balance that you're trying to reach between work and just being with your family, being with your friends, hanging out and, getting all those cool things that, you want to go to work so that you have the cash and, to be able to go ahead and get those things done. If it's dinner, if it's hanging out, concerts here and there every once in a while. I mean, all of that work-life balance, kind of hard to go ahead and get that in there. And like I said, I am a documented workaholic and probably spend a little bit too much time at work. One of these days, they're actually going to force me to take a vacation. But I have actually been talking about it. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. But what about you? Like I said, how much of a pay cut would you take for a better quality of life, that work-life family balance? Go ahead and let me know your answers. Call them in, text them in, leave your comments down below. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on in and around the world these days. It looks like Netflix's password sharing crackdown has paid off as the streaming giant added 13 million new subscribers in 2023. Not too bad, not too bad. They may be planning to raise the prices again after retiring their basic tier. So they got a bunch of new subscribers because of the password sharing thing. They'll raise price and probably get a bunch more people sharing passwords. I'm just saying it's the way it works. Let's see. M&M's has created a big game ring of the upcoming commercials they're going to have during the big game. The ring features real diamonds made from M&M's peanut butter candies. Ooh, I'd like to see that character in the lineup there. Also, it looks like this Saturday, Jennifer Lopez is going to be the musical guest for Saturday Night Live. I do enjoy at least a few things with Saturday Night Live. It's not as great as it used to be, but, times they are changing. And by the way, White Castle, once again, getting something special for Valentine's Day. They're selling a love kit, and there's kit includes 12 sliders, dill pickles, a White Castle scented candle. That's interesting. And Craventine cards, about $50 for that. And I don't know, 12 sliders for 2? That's a whole lot. Once again, we are looking for answers for our question of the day for digital survey to find out exactly how much people would take a pay cut to get a better quality of life. And it turns out about, half of employed people globally would give up about 20% of their salary for a work-life balance. What about you? How much of a pay cut would you take, a percentage of your pay cut, to get a quality of life in that life balance? Let me know your answers for our question of